How to prepare a red copy, both plotting and computation. This is a sample data file. The first three coordinates are the three controls used for the traverse. You enter it in a way that the third one should be your instrument station. The second one should be your back-sighted station. And the third one should be on top. That means from the very first instrument station, the next sight was to this point. Remember, some jobs you may have some pegs in between until you get to the first point. Then from the very instrument station, you enter your next point serially until the last point. Then these are the connection points to your closing control station. This is closing control station. So the particular point you use for control station, you enter the coordinates. Then the last one is the control used for check. Remember, it must be entered in the format of station, comma, eastings, comma, northings, in that order for all your jobs. That is it. So remember to save, or if you don't want to save, can also be processed. Then click on process data, plot red copy, and you must scroll to the end to access this app. Now choose number of controls. Like this file I have 3 controls, so I must choose 3. If you have 2, you choose 2. If there is none, you choose none. Then scale. Choose the scale of your main plan, and also choose the scale for your connection plan. So that's how it is. You can explore all these other options on your own. They are optional. This one are also optional. Proceed. Now this is the accuracy of the job. This accuracy can be adjusted. If you slide this button left hand side, that means you want to reduce the accuracy. It comes down. If you slide to the right hand side, the accuracy will increase. In that order, you keep clicking increasing accuracy if it is low until you get accuracy you want. If it is high, you can keep clicking on the reducing accuracy to get the accuracy you want for your computation sheet. So once you are done, you continue processing. And when processing, you may need to have some patience for the processing to be completed, although it depends on the number of points or coordinates you have in your data file. Now pay attention. In this environment, for your main traverse, that is the piece of land you want to survey, the piece of land you are surveying, click on this main traverse button. From my own data, these 4 points are the piece of land where I want to carry out survey. Then these other points are connection. Then these are the main, this is my main plan I want to plot with these points. Remember, if you start on the first one to the last one, you close back with the very first one, just like here. Point 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll close back with 1. Now for your connection traverse, click on this point. And it should be in a way that for you to choose the points that will be used for your red copy or connection traverse. From the coordinates, you start from the second point, that is your back station, instrument station, the very first point of your traverse, the last point of their main piece of land, pegs or connections to your closing point, and then on the point where you checked the job, in that order. Done. Now the display, the job is done. This is the display. What you want to do next is to plot the job in AutoCAD. So remember, these are the options you may need in AutoCAD. Like if you want to display coordinates, if you don't want, you can check it. If you want, you put it on. Then the north arrow, the orientation arrow, if you don't need it, put it off. If you need it, put it on. Then if you're using north arrow or the orientation point, you may not have to choose the type of north arrow you need. Then these points show, these are the main points on your traverse. This shows the particular point on your traverse where this north arrow will be positioned. The software will choose a default point for you. This default point is the one located on the left hand side of your plan. Then you can also choose any other point you may like to choose if you don't like the default chosen one. Then send your work to be plotted in AutoCAD by clicking this button. Please, you may need to have patience when you click on it so that it will process the job. It is still processing. Just have some patience. Alright, it is done. So this is the 4 points on your main traverse, and this is the connection point. Then you may like to do your cartographic work. The connection traverse, the existing, that's the reference lines, put them on layer. That's the key plan. Then also the connection lines, you know the normal convention, put them on the connection layer, and that is it. You may like to perform some other cartographic work to make your job look better. So that's how it is done. Then the next thing you now do is that you now move it to a very convenient place. You know, in any convenient place you may like to position it inside your job. So the work is done. Remember, this is your connection scale. You now put your connection scale on the very point where it's supposed to be. So this is a red copy plot, and also we can also in the normal way. And every other information you need. You can also edit your, the certificate, and just like that. So when you are done with that, you can come back to SurveySoft. Then if you want to create a database of this particular job, then click on this database button. You only need to fill this black background, this plan number, and assistant surveyor. After filling this form, you can import the finished plan you have done in AutoCAD. So this is the job you have. You can, after processing the job and saving the job, then you locate the job you have saved and open it. So it is loaded now. It is loaded. Then if you have filled all these buttons, SurveySoft will create a link or a spatial link between the spatial data you've done and this attribute data, which you can query. When you want to find out a particular piece of plan, you want to get information about this job, you can perform query on it. That is, if you have used this database prompt.